Well, welcome. Yeah, I normally listen to that song on a regular basis, so I
With your
just thought
webcam open.
it was just happening. But that's cool. Hey, Josh, how you
Hey,
been?
I've been okay. How have you been?
Yeah, good. Nice of you to just pop in. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just popping in.
Exactly. You know what's weird is because like we got together like what was it maybe a little over a week ago, and it's kind of odd because like I've been calling you like more than a couple of times I would say, and then I sent like
Uh,
some video chats and like some text messages. And I
uh,
never heard back, but then I figured I was like, you know what? He's probably just wanting to save that good material for
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah.
Like
That
that
that's it. That
there's
that
a
was it. Yeah.
there's a reason why he's not
Mhm.
talking to me right now.
Exactly. It
Because
was
it felt like you
that
might have
I.
been avoiding
Oh no, 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 no. I wouldn't do that.
all my calls.
Yeah. No,
Like,
no, no, no.
yeah. I mean,
Sorry,
I
new number.
might
New
even send
number.
a
Who
letter.
did?
I think you might get a letter in the mail soon
You know how
saying,
to write?
"Hey, trying to talk to you." It's been a little while.
Just a bunch of chicken scratch that I cannot fucking understand. I'm like, oh, this must be Mike. This isn't English, obviously.
He drew a Superman symbol for his signature. That's gotta be him. That for sure.
Uh, oh, Mike. What are we gonna do here, dude? What's on? First of all, what's going on with the world here?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think
It's
I'm
like,
ever gonna see you ever again. Just so you know.
man, this is gonna suck. I don't know what I'm doing. Like the other day, I was like just sitting, doing one of those things as I like stare outside the window,
Mm.
contemplating, like life. And I was like, I can't remember the last time I shook someone's hand. And like, first of all, who thinks of that? Who thinks of that? And
Yeah,
how
what are
does
you,
that
a fucking
happen?
businessman now? You doing a lot of business deals? You got to shake hands on?
I'm just saying I miss that interaction with the people. It's I think I got a stuffed animal when I was 5 I started talking to lately. I don't know if that's like a normal thing or not.
No, it's not.
I'm told it's something people do now, and that's okay.
Who told you that?
Um, Instagram?
Yeah, see, that's
That
your problem there.
that might.
It just
I
like,
think
they just announced that this whole thing's gonna last for another month now.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, this is it. This is my life now. I work from home. I literally, when I work from home, I sit right here, and then I come over here, and now I'm here, and it's something
Oh,
else, man. It is something else.
oh man, I tell you what, yeah, it's just ridiculous. I wake up and I turn into the news, and I wake up, I'd say around 11:35 ish,
Mhm,
in the
mhm.
a.m.
Right.
And like just pretty normal time that one
O-
wake up.
okay.
And I turn on the TV, and every more people are saying like, "Hey, by the way, more people died today." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is sad. This is frustrating." And they're like, "So, you know about you leaving your house? That's never gonna happen again. So let's not get our hopes up here because you're never going outside.
Yeah,
Period."
and also Trump, his last thing was like, just so you know, the next 2 weeks are gonna be very bad. They're gonna be really, really bad. It's gonna be very painful, very, very painful 2 weeks. Good night, everybody. Have a good day.
Yeah. You're
Like,
right.
what?
Yeah, yeah. Could he come back for a second and
And
maybe
that's my
say,
time, everybody.
could he say something just positive or something? Could he say,
I barely even know what fucking day it is anymore. I wake up every day like, is it fucking Wednesday? What's going on here? I haven't showered in like 5 days.
Oh man, I've done the opposite. I think I've showered 7 times a day
What are you doing
just
in your
because
house?
I'm so scared of just contracting just a not even just the virus going around. I'm just saying like I'm gonna get like the Spanish flu or something, and I'm not gonna be able to get into a
Well, if
hospital.
anyone's gonna get it, it's gonna be you. If with the what your apartment looks like inside, yeah, you definitely got something, dude. The status of how you live, I guarantee you, there's people can't see, but if you pan down, there's probably 150 comic books on the floor by your bare feet. Okay.
I can neither confirm nor deny
Yeah, I know.
the comic books that are happening right now.
I have a fucking problem.
I'm hoping that I'm building up this immunity by the way I live, by the way the amount of alcohol that I drink, the lifestyle that I choose for myself. I'm either gonna die very young or I'm gonna live to 1,007 just because they're gonna be like, wow, he resisted everything. How is that possible? How is that humanly possible?
Yeah, your blood is basically like embalmed already with all the alcohol that's in your system. It's it's a wild time out there.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, they said that they're predicting, what is it, May something now?
Yeah, May 1st.
Yeah, for May 1st. Yeah. And then the whole time, I find it funny that you're talking about like Trump saying that it's going to be a rough couple weeks ahead, because right before this, he said, Easter, back on track. Everything will be open by Easter. You're going to be going to church. You're going to be collecting them eggs. There's going to be big fucking bunnies all over the place.
Yeah, and then people ask him like, "How come you said Easter? What happened?" They're like, "Oh, that was just an idea. I thought it'd be cool."
Yeah. See, I was trying to be motivational at that time. But
Jesus came back. I thought maybe America could too. I don't know, man. I'm just throwing darts at the wall at this point.
Exactly. Jesus comes back. America's come back. Now nobody wants to come back, apparently. Apparently. I heard this thing that apparently the whole stimulus package didn't pass at first because they were afraid that poor schmucks like me and you would get too used to living off possible unemployment and this extra money from the government.
Did they? I mean, I appreciate the help, but do they realize how expensive things are in California?
Yeah. Seriously.
That when I get that check, it's already gone. I'm just gonna hand that to someone else. Like, here you go.
Yeah, exactly.
This is everything I have, and it's still not enough to cover everything. So
yeah, no, not at all.
I don't know, man.
Not at all. My property, I don't know if I talked about this in the last video, but my property manager contacted me at my apartment, and he was like, Mike, I know things are tough right now, so you're probably out of work. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna space out those payments for you.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, guys, really, you shouldn't have.
We're going to space out those payments so when we all get back to work, that way you'll be paying double rent for last month's rent that you couldn't pay when we start paying rent again.
Exactly. Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you mean I'm going to just get in a bigger hole? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah, it's crazy out there. You know what? I think in honor of the times and because we're not gonna. I'm literally never gonna see you again. We're gonna have to start drinking through the cameras, through video chat. So
yeah, Seriously.
I think we
You're
could have a
okay.
shot over. I'm gonna pour myself a nice glass of Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
All right. I got
If
some
it's
of
Jim
this
Beam,
1800.
okay.
This 1800 tequila.
You
Yeah.
trying to fuck yourself tonight or
I'm
something?
yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. For some reason, this was actually cheaper than the Costco brand, which kind of scares me.
This
My
wasn't
shot is
enough.
already pre-poured because I.
This wasn't even enough for a shot.
Wow.
I
There
should have
you
just
go.
drank it out of the bottle.
Yeah.
By the way, this stuff is. If anyone is looking for a new whiskey to drink during this bullshit,
Screwball.
this is pretty good, and you don't even need a mixer. It legit. It's super smooth, and it tastes like peanut butter at the end of it. You just put it over ice.
Yeah. I've had it. It's really, really good. I was hoping to try it with a little bit of Coke to see if it would taste like a peanut butter Coke. That would be delicious.
The fuck is that?
I like things with peanut butter. So
Well,
maybe.
that's it. Just have the whiskey.
No, I'm saying like, more of a mixture. Like I wonder if I could put that in my cereal.
All right, I'm just gonna. All right, cheers, buddy.
Go, Jen Jen. Whoa.
See, mine's good.
Oh.
Look at my face. And then look at your face.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, that was like from some kind of Spanish man's nutsack from the 1800s. That's what it tastes like.
All right. Okay.
1800 is right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
How long have you been drinking today?
I think, yeah, seriously, I think that shot just hit me pretty hard.
And I'm working from home, and I'm like,
on some tequila and squirt.
it's so hard not to wake
Diet.
up in the morning. Oh, diet squirt.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It tastes like a grapefruit mixed with nothing.
So grapefruit.
Yes. So like something plus 0 equals whatever that is.
I've been working from home, and it takes a lot of self-control not to pour myself whiskey into my coffee every morning. It's amazing I haven't done it every single day.
Oh, yeah?
Only done it once, and
Well,
by the
yeah.
way, I celebrated my birthday in this quarantine, so just buy myself happy birthday to me as I made a Irish coffee, and then I worked all day long.
I know, it sucks, man. I have a gift for you that's been chilling for months. Like literally months. It's been chilling. I want to give it to you personally, saying,
You
here,
better
this is
ice
from
all the
me.
fuck out of that thing.
But I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
No, dude, I'm never gonna see you, and that's fine with me. I'm okay with it.
What? No. You got to take my gift.
Speaking of gifts, Vin Diesel gave a gift to the world, and that is the movie Bloodshot, which is,
Oh, God.
I was able to watch at home finally. I purchased it for $20.
Speaking of Vin Diesel's gift, I kind of wish it was still in the wrapper and we could take it back for store credit.
I mean, I bought it for $20. Do I regret that? Yes. Do I wish I didn't spend the $20? Yes, of course. But am I happy that I didn't have to go to the theater to do it? Sure. Yeah, that made it a little bit better. I mean, let's just do a quick review of Bloodshot, since,
Oh, here we go.
Whiskey business is Skype now. This is what we do now. We just talk on Skype.
This is what we've come down to.
But
Whiskey via phone call.
Bloodshot. It was it's a pretty cool comic book that I've actually read the comic book.
Very cool comic book.
Valiant comic books. He's basically like Wolverine and the Punisher mixed with Jason Bourne.
Yes.
But then Vin Diesel gets his sweaty fucking head on it, and then you're like, oh man.
Speaking of comic books,
show and tell right now?
this right here, ta-da!
Right.
That's the comic book of the movie.
Wow.
And
Put the price
apparently,
tag back on it.
yeah, apparently I wasted $23 for this book. yes, because nobody will buy it.
I bought the movie, so we're even.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I saw the movie in theaters. This was back when it was in theaters. I saw it in theaters, and basically, you know that feeling where you just want to look at people around you and say you're sorry? Like, you know what? I didn't make the movie, but we're in this horrible shit together. You know what I mean?
We're going to get through this together, guys.
Exactly.
Wash your hands and don't watch Bloodshot.
Yeah, just nobody leave, please. I know it's bad. Maybe it'll get better.
I mean, if I'm being honest, it's not, I don't think it was that bad. It wasn't terrible, but it was just like the second the movie started, like I can already see exactly how all this is going to play out. Even him like having his like brain, his memory wiped, like that's given away in the trailer so early that you spend like 35 minutes or 40 minutes. Like I already know that he's like, this is all imaginary. Let's just fucking hurry up. And then there's like the fucking chick with the lung power who she like from the beginning you're like, okay, so she's gonna turn good for sure, and then it just lazy, really. It's just like it's like a movie that should have came out in the 90s or early 2000s, and they just made it recently.
Right. So I have to ask you, I only skimmed through a couple of issues of the comic, but I was meaning to ask you what you thought of. Was there differences? Because I know you read some of the comics more than me, for sure.
I've read like the first maybe 2 like trade collected books. So what is that? Like the first 10 issues probably or something.
Gotcha. I have to ask: did was the lung chick in the comic?
No, not that I remember. No.
Okay.
None of like the Wounded Warriors. None of them were in that.
No, really? So
no,
you're telling me Dr. Octopus was not in it?
That guy pissed me the fuck off too. I felt like the whole reason he was invented in the movie was like just so he could do the thing where he grabbed onto the cables in the elevator.
Yeah,
because like he's grabbing down and sliding in there and like, oh well, this robot works perfectly for this thing. He could grab the cables and go up and down. But like the forearm fucking boxing match thing, that was fucking weird. I don't. Why even use your real hands? If you had these giant big robot hands, just like stand still, put your hands on your side, and just let the robot do it all. It was.
Well, remember the girl from Inhumans tried to do that, and it didn't look great at all.
Yeah, it was.
That didn't turn out the same as well.
I don't get the one. Yeah, they all had weird powers. Like the guy with the robot legs, he can like run fast, and then also had the robot, the Dr. Octopus punching thing. The chick with the robot lungs could like breathe water, but for some reason they also made it so she can't breathe toxins either. Which is like, oh, will that come in play later on? What a weird, like, specific thing to do. And then like
foreshadowing.
And then the guy that's blind, like, oh, he's blind, but we put eyes on his fucking shoulders so he can see just fine. I don't. That was a weird way to like you can't put it like give him a helmet or something so he sees like a normal level.
Why don't you put eyes on his fucking head when people have eyes? I don't know.
Put eyes
like,
in.
Yeah, give the guy a pair of glasses that have eyes on them or something.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like, if you pat the guy on the shoulder, he's going to go blind. Like, basically. Is that what it is? Like, you basically go like this, and then he's completely blind. He's like, damn it, I didn't think of that. Gosh.
Yeah, and then they give, I mean, it's a clever idea that they do the whole, like, Vin Diesel's mission every time in his head is revenge. So they're replacing the face of the guy that supposedly killed his wife, even though it's all a simulation. It's a cool idea.
Cool idea. Very cool idea. And that we saw that in the trailers too.
We also saw every action scene in the whole movie in the trailers.
Yeah.
Every single one of it. And so much of it is slow motion too.
Yeah. And then the CGI at the end was pretty painful in my opinion.
In the elevator.
The whole elevator scene and everything. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that was like their whole fucking, that was their wad to blow, was the fucking elevator thing. And that was in all the trailers. That's how they sold the movie. Like, oh, he fights a guy in the fucking elevator? Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, kind of like Captain America? No, not that good.
Yeah. Now, imagine that, but just fucking stupid.
Yeah, exactly. So you know how you like that scene? We made another one, but fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was, I was thinking to myself as I was watching it, I'm like, you know what? Like me sitting on the couch drinking alcohol and watching this, it's not that bad. And then like toward the like halfway or 3/4 through, like, oh wait, I fucking spent $20 on this. Like if it would have been on Netflix, I probably would have given this like, it's buzzed, it's fine, it's not a big deal. But like because they charged me full price, now I own it. Now it's in my iTunes library for the rest of my life. It kind of pissed me off.
Yeah. I mean, for so many times at the theater, I'm like, so you want to go? Like, anybody want to get up and leave? No. Okay, we're all
gonna do this.
We're all gonna sit through this. All right.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, my biggest gripe, which was really frustrating, was I felt that. Pardon me, I'm gonna refill my glass while we talk, but
makes sense.
They didn't give hardly anybody a really good backstory, and no,
I mean it's all very surface level.
Yeah, and even the love scene that he was supposed to have with his girlfriend / wife / fiance, whatever. It just wasn't long enough. It wasn't there. Like I felt like I was watching the movie and first of all, the foreshadowing was just completely ridiculous, like you already mentioned. But it's like you never got invested into any character. And then right away, it's like this big exposition. Here's this guy. He does this thing. Here's this guy. He does this thing. You have powers like this, and you do all this. And it's like, okay, cool. Next.
Well, and one thing that pissed me off the whole time is like he gets, cut, shot, blown away or whatever, and like all the whole thing is he has like the little nanite robots, and his blood is all nanites, so he can like rebuild himself like Wolverine basically. But so they blow him apart, even if like shit is blown everywhere, it all like reabsorbs in like a cloud and like goes back and like builds his body back up. But at one point he cuts his hand and he drips it into a fucking jar and puts a lid on it or whatever and like hands it to a guy like, hey, here you go, figure out how my blood works. Like, why is it was like floating around, like just why would it not zip back into him?
Yeah, exactly. Why couldn't it break out of the jar and actually go back into his...
I don't think it, I mean, if it was covered, I mean, I was pretty drunk when I watched it, so I don't know. I think it was uncovered for a while.
I wish I.
I'm pretty sure he put it into a cup, like a drinking glass.
Oh,
showed it to the guy.
Solo cup, if you will.
Well, a red Solo cup, but made from glass.
Okay, all right.
What would that be called? What is that? Would that just be a cup?
That would just be a glass cup, yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive. I own it for $20. I could check it out later, I guess. But I'm pretty sure he cut himself, poured it into like a normal glass, and handed it to the dude from New Girl, who was the hacker guy or whatever. And he was like looking at, like, oh wow, look at all these nanites in this cup. And they never like zip back into his body or whatever.
Yeah, there was a lot of things.
Yeah,
just a lot of things.
It's
the whole time I was watching it, I was just like, I know the comic was better than this. Like, this is one of those things where it's like, did they really have to film Apocalypse like that? It's like I feel like they honestly made some mistakes that could have been fixed, Yeah,
I mean, I think it probably all just stems from the script. It just very basic of them, like even just like the beginning. It's like watching The Walking Dead. Like, they show up at the new town, like, okay, well, I know this town's bad. Let's just fucking get to the point where the fucking scientists go bad, because you're just wasting my fucking time. Do you think anyone watching the movie is like, oh my god, these scientists are so nice, they brought them back to life? They probably don't have an agenda or anything. This is pretty cool. It's just a very paint by numbers action movie, and it could have been a lot more. It could have been like a really cool. I mean, it should have been more like what it is in the comics. It's Wolverine and Punisher mixed together. He's basically the mentality of Wolverine, but he has like the anger issues of the Punisher.
Now, I have to ask, in the comic books, was there a tech genius guy who was like an evil henchman making dick jokes? Like, at all in the comic book?
I can't say there was. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Basically, in the comic, it's not really about him being sent on these missions to kill people based on what they said. He kind of like starts to become cognizant of like what he is, and then he breaks away because he's trying to figure out, am I a real person? Like, is my wife a real person, or is this part of like the thing they put in my head? Like, who am I? Where did I begun?
Yeah.
Where did I come from? But this is, it's like a Groundhog Day version of it, where he's replaying the same fucking
like a Wolverine knowing that, like, wait a second, he was taken over by the government and used. Does he have a past? What is his past? He doesn't remember anything like that.
Like, he has these memories of it. He has these memories of his life, and the whole thing is like, is this chick even real? Like, is this even my life, or is it, did they give this to me? Or so he's trying to like break free to try to figure out where he came from. But this one, like, you begin the movie like, okay, so I know where he came from. I know all this shit about him.
Yeah. See, maybe they should have made that movie.
Well, too late, dude. They already did it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I mean, I don't want to. Do you have anything else to say? Because I'd rather just give fucking reviews and move on to another movie or something.
Yeah, let's do that.
I would give Bloodshot a. You know what? I'd say drunk. It had potential, but it's just a very standard movie. If this was on Netflix, it would be fine to watch, but don't buy it full price. It's not that great.
No. Yeah, I would give this movie also a drunk. I don't think it deserves a shit face. I know we're ripping on it pretty bad, but shit face would have to be really, really like
Yeah.
in the toilet.
It'd have to piss you off for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I definitely don't spend any money on this movie.
Too
you
late.
know? And invest in the comic book. Actually, if you see it on eBay or something, or
if you see it on eBay from the user Whiskey Business 124.
Yeah, exactly. I'm only gonna let this go for hundreds of dollars. Actually,
Oh, wow.
that's it. But I mean, that's pretty much a steal.
Would
right?
you accept dozens of dollars?
Dozens? Possibly. We could talk. Actually. Somebody wants to message me, I might accept dozens of dollars. Depend on how many dozens there are. Oh.
Well,
anyway,
what else have you fucking seen?
Well, I watched a movie last night that was fucking tits.
Oh, is that a porno?
Really liked it. Really, really liked it. I don't know. I want to say, shoot. I mean, sober is not out of the question. It's definitely not out of the question. If I'm being kind of strict, I would go with maybe Buzzed. But I saw a movie just last night. It was called The Hunt.
Oh yeah, I've heard of this.
It's out now. They make you. It's definitely. Well, if you watch the trailers, you'll know right away. It's like a Hunger Games ish movie. But
it's like Hunger Games and The Purge mixed together, kind of, right?
People hunting other people, but it turned out to be way more than that. It was very good. It was. There are some violent, gruesome, and gory parts, which if you're with your significant other, I'm talking about you, Josh. If you're with the baby, you might not want to. You might not want to show the baby this movie.
He watched Bloodshot with me too. He loved it.
He's like, Daddy, put nanites in me now.
Yeah, but that looked pretty cool.
It is very, very good. I was really impressed because there are so many, there's gory scenes, but the best part is they make you crack up at the violent and gory scenes, which it's a great surprise. So I would recommend you checking out that movie, and you out there.
Huh?
People behind you. There's people behind you. It's called The Hunt. It's very good. How about you? Seen what have you been watching?
I watched Spencer Confidential on Netflix. It was like
I've seen that one.
The #1 movie on Netflix for a week or two when it came out, because it was a Mark Wahlberg movie, went straight to Netflix. I'll tell you right now, it's not that good.
Oh. See, I haven't been able to finish the Ryan Reynolds one.
What Ryan Reynolds? Oh yeah.
Six
Underground.
Yes.
Oh, well, if you don't like that, you're for sure not going to like this one either. It's.
Oh, no.
Picture in your head a Mark Wahlberg movie where he's a cop who becomes a private detective. Okay?
Okay.
And that's it. You're done. That's the movie.
What? Wait a second.
Imagine any fucking thing you can think of. If Mark Wahlberg is like a tough guy, private eye, who's trying to solve a crime that the cops won't solve because he's the tough guy in Boston. I'm gonna do this. I don't need the cops' help.
But I thought
that's the movie. The whole thing is he goes to jail because one of his police captains he beat the shit out of his boss. Gets thrown into jail.
No, you don't say. People go to jail for that?
He goes to jail. He comes out of jail 5 years later and becomes a private eye. And it just, he solves a crime, and it's very fucking basic. Okay, like, he punches a lot of people.
Okay.
He says a lot of Boston things.
Oh wow,
And
okay.
then there's a gunfight that kind of sucks, and then people double crossing the other one that from the beginning that they're gonna be bad.
It's like the one guy that's like really, really shifty to begin with, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you should definitely not go in there."
Hey, where'd you get that new Cadillac? How'd you buy that car? Overtime. I got a lot of overtime. I was able to buy this car. Oh, really? Huh? That's a really nice car. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna arrest you later. Okay. Bye.
Hey, it looks like you were eating a power donut. You got that sugar all over your face. Oh yeah. It's donuts. Oh yeah, fucking good donuts, man.
It's not. Like if this movie was on like USA at like 9 a.m. on a Sunday, it'd be really good. I mean, if it's on Netflix, so I mean, I guess you got nothing to lose. But
yeah, but you know that I'm gonna tell you right now. You just know that from what you're describing, Netflix threw a ton of money at Mark Wahlberg, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." I mean, like whatever, Corona right now, but
yeah. They made it before Corona. I don't know if you know how movies work, but they make them a very long time before they come out.
It's like this. Like they just wrapped Bloodshot a couple weeks ago.
Okay. I'll drink to that. Yeah, it's rough out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I have been watching that's actually good though, and the whole entire planet is talking about it, is Tiger King.
Here we go. Oh, I'm actually getting sick of it because I finished I would say I finished in the middle of last week. And now it's just like, okay, what's next, guys? Can we move on? Like I'm telling you, like how far are you into the show?
I'm only like halfway through. I've only seen 3 episodes, but I've seen enough that I know that Carole Baskin killed her fucking husband. I know that for sure.
He's fucking dead. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
The way she laughs off everything too, she's like, "Oh, everyone thinks I killed my husband. Oh my god, it's such a big deal." I'm like, okay, bitch, you fucking did it for sure.
Exactly. He's in a tiger's bowels somewhere. That's where he is for sure.
Like you start out the show like Joe Exotic, like this guy's fucking crazy. He needs to be locked the fuck up. And then by episode 3, you're like, Joe, I hope you got good lawyers. You got to get in there and fucking take down Carole. This bitch is fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Well, there's a lot more to see, bro. Like the plot thickens. Like as soon as you finish, I don't know how much you're on Instagram and all these other sites, but let me just tell you, all these memes will make sense after a while. That's
kind of the reason why I started watching, because I saw all the memes over like, there's only 3 things I know for sure. I'm gonna pay taxes. I'm gonna die, and Carole Baskin definitely killed her husband when fed him to a tiger.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I like the one with him walking with the tigers multiple times, and he goes, "I've done drugs. I have kinky sex. I've been broke before, and I've done once. I think he said I've done drugs twice or something like that. Well, guess what? I'm running for president." And it's like, well, shit, I think everybody else has, but I don't think they openly admit that. I think every president has done all of those things that he's done. Nobody just comes right out and says it.
Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy. I've been watching American Idol, which is new for me, and then
wow.
So, my life is kind of getting out of control, dude.
Is Simon still insulting people? Is that
Simon
will
hasn't
that
been
never
on it
change?
for like fucking 10 years or something, dude. It's different. It's different people now.
No way.
It's Lionel Richie, Katy Perry, and Luke Bryant.
Oh, I like that Katy Perry. Let
I
me
bet
tell you.
you.
Let me tell
Yeah.
you, Katy, you still got my number.
You know, she's pregnant with Orlando Bloom's child.
Sent it to her multiple times. Yeah, I mean, I could look past some minor flaws in people. You know?
It's okay that you're married to a very successful actor. I'll let that go. Just
Exactly. I'll
come to
just
my
let that
place,
go.
read all my
You
comics.
know what? We're just gonna let bygones be bygones, okay? Orlando Bloom. Really? The guy from
Yeah.
Pirates?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's shivered her timbers, dude.
I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
You don't think he's right for her?
No, no. I don't. They don't look like a match to
Katie,
me.
what are you doing? I'm right here. What are you
Back-
doing?
I mean, seriously, have her standards dropped that much since Russell Brand? Really?
I guess, yeah. They need to keep on sliding if she's gonna get with you. So
Wow. Okay. Well, it wasn't going there, but all right. Sure.
I've been watching American Idol. I decided me and my wife are gonna be watching all the Harry Potter movies.
Wow.
I figured maybe by the time we finish it, this whole thing will be over and we could go back to the normal world.
Yeah, I never really got into the whole pothead type thing. I never
Oh.
really
Schmackabaro.
I never really was enjoying the whole Potter movies. I see why people liked them, but I mean, like, for me, it was a more confusing Star Wars, really.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're kind of for younger people. You were what, like, I don't know, 29, 36 when the first one came out. So it's like, it's not really for you, really.
Oh, Ozzy, I thought you were gonna say I was 29, you asshole. Okay.
No. Back then, because it came out 20 years ago. I don't know if you know that either. It came out in 2001. So that must have.
I was not 20. God damn it, Josh. I'm not that old.
You were 27.
Anyway. Not 27.
Okay, whatever. 25.
Anyway,
They were splitting hairs.
I watched the one movie I watched for a second time, still enjoyed it, was Zombieland 2, The Double Tap.
Huh.
That's been out a while, and I still think that movie didn't get as much love as it should have. It was actually pretty decent. You know, it was pretty good.
I didn't see that one, and I probably won't. I don't have any desire. I don't know. I just watch it like you can't make a sequel like 6 years later. It's too late.
Yeah.
Move on.
Another one I saw recently was Just Mercy with Jamie Foxx and the Michael B. Jordan guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, and he plays the attorney and stuff.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel is in the movie for like less than 10 minutes, I think, for some reason.
She solved the case with her she's able to solve the case before anyone else because she's the most powerful lawyer in the world.
No, she actually just has a terrible redneck accent. That's about it. It's just really bad. It's not even like it's just like she doesn't even say y'all like a regular person. She goes, "Oh, y'all." It's like, well, wait a second. I'm pretty sure they don't have to pronounce it all like that. But yeah, I mean, like the Just Mercy was really good. Don't get me wrong, it was really good. But at the same time, you're watching the movie and you're like, man, why do some people have to suck like so bad? Like there's so many
times when I watch Bloodshot.
Pretty much the same movie.
Man, man, why does this guy suck?
Yeah, I mean, it's like there's so many times when I'm watching, I'm like, well, wait a second. This dude, I mean, he knows he's wrong, right? Like, there are multiple people too. It's like multiple people. It's like, you know you're wrong, right?
I watched the second Jumanji movie.
Oh, yes.
Jumanji Level Up or whatever. I don't know. Sure.
Yeah, Level Up or Level, something like that. I forgot.
I honestly enjoyed that more than Bloodshot for sure. It was
Well, honestly, I enjoyed the second more than the first. I really did.
I could see that.
I really did, because to see those actors act like Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that was good.
And what was the other guy's name?
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover. Yeah. Danny DeVito, Danny Glover. Yeah. That was a kick, I have to say.
Yeah, that was a good twist. Funny. If they would have made the movie with them being the same characters again, that would have been a bad idea.
Yeah.
Sure. Making everyone switch around, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
then
they did
having
multiple times too.
Yeah, then having like the fucking nice. River that switches you around or whatever, that was just convenient. That was just definitely just be like, I want to see what they were like last time. Like, okay, well, here's a fucking lake that makes them turn back to the fucking time. Fuck you.
Well, I'm sure that was because they wanted to skate the line of like, well, if you didn't like it this way, we're going to go back to this way. So guess what? You're going to like one way or the other. Like something like that. I have no doubt that was the case. But, I mean, that scene where The Rock was like, oh, my God, look at my hips. Yeah. Like, look at this flexibility. This is amazing.
Who's Jumanji?
Jumanji. Yeah, that was cracking me up. That was definitely cracking me up. And it's good that one of the Jonas Brothers got work again. You know, that's always.
You got work in the last one too.
Yeah.
I had a.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was I would, and it definitely ended in a cliffhanger for a third one. Which now the video game is coming to life or something. It's like turning into the normal Jumanji where it's coming to the real world.
Oh, I think they're gonna do a trilogy for sure. I wouldn't be surprised.
With that ending.
You know, it's a huge bummer. Sorry to cut you off, but I was just thinking about all the movies that are deciding to be pushed back until next year. Like, I think we should definitely address that, because this really sucks. Really, really sucks.
I mean, I will say even Black Widow coming out, that looks pretty good. But my number one anticipated movie of the entire summer was the new James Bond movie.
Oh.
The trailer looked pretty fucking badass. And fucking Rami Malek being the bad guy, and I love Daniel Craig as James Bond. I was so looking forward to it. And then they pushed it to November. I'm like, oh fuck. And then Bloodshot came out for $20. I'm like, I want to write an email like, hey, charge me $40. I'll buy James Bond. I will buy it. I want to see that movie so bad. Just release it. I'll pay for it.
Well, you know what I'm super looking forward to, and I heard they just pushed it back, or they're talking about pushing it back to 2021, was the Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah, they did. They pushed that back, and Morbius today. They just did that today.
That sucks.
Yeah, that
did look good. Kind of know where Morbius is going.
Yeah, I could give a fuck about that.
But I mean, this Ghostbusters Afterlife, with what we've seen with the trailers, with Paul Rudd in the movie, and him being like this cook guy, I mean, fuck.
Yeah, that
It's tough.
looked good.
That's difficult. That's difficult. And then I even heard they might push New Mutants back, and I was like, oh no.
Wasn't that? I thought I got New Mutants like when they released that U2 album, like everyone got it for free that one day. I think that's what they could do with New Mutants. They're just like, hey, everyone, hey, open your phone. You all have New Mutants now. You go ahead and fucking watch it. I don't know.
I was gonna say, like, when like, what was it? The Interviewer was gonna come out in theaters, and we all thought that China was gonna bomb the U.S. so they just sent it to everybody.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that's pretty much like New Mutants. Is it like they're just afraid that somebody's gonna want to kill us? They're just gonna send it to people's.
Yeah. Movie theaters. If I was running a movie theater right now, I'd be pretty fucking upset.
Actually, it wouldn't be right now.
Yeah, they're fucked. AMC, Cinemark, they are fucked.
Yeah, I have no idea how they're gonna come back from this.
They're probably like, okay, we got a week left, and we're back in business. And then today, like, oh, one more month, like, okay, well, we're fucked, and I guess we're done.
I was talking to a friend of mine who's involved in the stock markets, and he's like, hey, you want a piece of AMC now? Because they're trading at like $8 a share. I was like, wait a second, you mean to tell me I can own a piece of the company for less than what a movie ticket costs?
You said this last time, dude. People are going to get pissed. You're repeating yourself.
Oh, shit. Well, no, I bet it's down even more now.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I know Christopher Nolan just like he wrote like a big long letter to everyone like, when we all are back to normal, we all need to go back to the movie theaters. They're so important for our culture or whatever. But like, no matter what you say, people are for sure going to be like, I don't want to be that fucking close to 200 people.
Yeah, for a while.
No.
For a while. Yeah.
Yeah, but even if they do open the theaters on May 1st, they'll probably like one guy show up. One, please.
Yeah, exactly. So you want the whole one to yourself? Like, yep, that's just me. That's whole movie theater to myself.
The only positive I can think of this whole situation is that maybe like corporations in general will be like pulling back their fucking greed a little bit. They'll be like, okay, movie tickets are back to $7 or gas is $2.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, they don't need to fucking gouge us for fucking everything now. They'll realize that how quickly they could be fucked if we stop going there.
Yeah.
And like Disneyland's closed for like, who's there? Someone's got to go there to oil the fucking tracks.
Well,
Disneyland.
I'm sure they have still security guards and like maintenance people cleaning the parks, but that is it.
That's my number one concern. I could give a fuck about movie theaters. Disneyland need to figure out their shit here.
Oh, I know.
Also, like, when they reopen, if they're going to reopen, like, okay, we're back open, and also it's $135 a day to come here. People go, fuck you. We're not fucking
going. I thought it was already $135.
That's what I'm saying. They need to fucking lower that shit. They need to be like, okay, we're going to reopen. It's going to be $60 or $80 to come back.
Yeah, I think so too.
They can't go full price because people are having fucking. I mean, I'm gladly willing to take my stimulus check and just hand it right to Disney. That's if I have to. I prefer not to.
Well, I think mine's going to bills anyway, but for sure. But yeah, I mean, right before this, I remember seeing a news report saying that like Disney prices are going up again. Like to get into the park, they're raising their prices once again.
They're always raising it. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. And then now it's like, well, I don't think you can do that.
Well, that's why I'm hoping, like, even though like a lot of people are gonna die, and it's rough for sure. But hopefully, if we can come out of this, like, if people can like change a little bit, and like the corporation can be like, okay, we're gonna stop fucking everyone so hard. We're gonna fuck you a little gently.
No, I completely agree. I completely agree. And then like there's so many places where I kept like I was talking to my boss earlier today. I was like, so what's the deal? Am I going on unemployment? What is happening? Like, what's happening? And he's like, well, the company, Gavin Newsom came out and made a speech, and then the company came out and made another speech, and I was like, oh, okay, no, I see where this is going. So, luckily, I'm covered a little bit longer, but I think this is like it's all becoming like too much of just a melting pot. It's been just too much. Where, like I said, like my property manager, he contacts me and he's like, hey, by the way, just as a heads up, we're gonna be nice to you guys and spread out those payments. Well, wait a second. but wait, how about just giving us a break on the rent? You're making millions.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we could just do like 2 weeks solid of like Apache helicopters flying over America, and if you leave your house, they're gonna fucking shoot your brains out. There's fucking but just fucking everyone inside. No more people like, well, I want to fucking party on Myrtle Beach. I'm fucking going, dude. I turned 22 this year. Yeah. Guess what? You're dead. You fucking die on the beach. We're not going to spread this anymore. They have helicopters playing like fucking Jimi Hendrix flying around the fucking country. Yeah. Like, with guys saying like, come outside, get fucked. Come outside, get fucked. And then like Humvees driving around, cops. Like, let's just go fucking hard in the paint for like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And maybe we won't have to do this like, okay, we have to be in quarantine for fucking 4 months. Like, let's just, if you're going to be a dumbass, we'll fucking kill you. Because you're going to get the virus and die anyway, so fuck it. You're dead.
Exactly. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. This is probably fake. For sure. But at the same time, it could be a small inkling of truth in it. But I saw this post on my feed where it literally said, Russia releases tigers on the streets to keep people inside.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, dude.
During the shelter in place.
Dude, let's get Joe Exotic to fucking just open the doors, man. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm serious. Could you imagine opening your door and seeing a fucking tiger and just being like, hey, honey, I'm not going to be able to pick up those large fries that you want from Mickey D's.
And there's a bunch of frat boys like, dude, let's do fucking beer bongs outside. Open the door. Lion just fucking killed Chad in front of all of their friends. Like, oh shit, dude, Chad got fucking mauled by a lion. No, dude, we're going to chill inside and read books.
Yeah, exactly.
Have Joe Exotic, have fucking Carole Baskin, and then what's the other guy, like Baba Ganoush, Doctor? Have them all open the doors and dude, this is how we solve this thing. We just figure this out. Have all the tiger people open the fucking gates and fucking flood the country with tigers and lions and monkeys and shit.
Bro, I'm telling you, trust like two drunk fucks like us to solve a pandemic. Okay.
The answer is in front of us this whole time. Everyone's watching it. It's like, dude, this is the way. Mandalorian, this fucking shit, dude. This is the way. Open the gates. This is the way. We'll kill all the fucking people on the beaches. This is the way. All right. Well, I think we solved it then, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty much done. I'm gonna call good old Gav. As soon as, as soon as we get off this we'll get this chat here, I'm gonna call and be like, "Hey, buddy boy, hey, pretty boy, hey, hey, what's
Hey,
up,
open the
boy?
tiger gates, dude. Let's do it.
Let me tell you how to fix your situation, old Bobo."
All right. Well, I mean, this was a good catch up. This is week
Yeah.
2. Week 2. Unreal. There's like 5 more of these. Unreal.
Yeah. I mean, it would be great if we could figure out how to do like a live one of these. That would be awesome.
Honestly, my next point that I brought up, just to close this out, if we could figure out a way that me and you can watch Cats live together on YouTube,
but why?
we could save lives, dude. All the donations will go straight to the Red Cross. And then me and you die on camera.
I love this idea, but it would include our deaths. Like,
I mean, it's worth it. It's worth a
could we
shot.
set aside some money for our funeral services? Although I could attend them because they would be in rooms of 10 or more. So
donate $200,000. We die on camera, but all the proceeds go to make masks for the Red Cross, and they get distributed in New York City.
Exactly. I was gonna say masks for cats because that would be. I mean, I feel like they should use that than the CGI.
Fuck cats. I have 3 cats, and let me tell you right now, cats are the worst pet that's ever been alive. They suck.
Bro, I have nobody. Let me tell you. It sucks right now. There's a reason why I'm like craving.
Well, on the opposite spectrum, you have no one. I have a newborn baby, so you get to wake up at a fucking 1 p.m. I have not slept past 5:45 in the morning since this began.
Oh man.
So maybe shut the fuck up, I guess.
You're like, honey, I gotta go into work today. She's like, no, I swear. But I thought there was like the shelter in place. Like, no, I gotta go.
Honey, North Korea nuked San Francisco yesterday. There's no work. No, I have work. I have to go in.
I have work.
No, honey, there's no people left. I know, but I have these reports I gotta send in.
I was like, I'm an essential service, babe. I gotta get going. I'm definitely essential service. I'm picturing you like walking in to an empty office building and just being like,
What are you doing here? Shh, I'm working. Shut up.
And nobody actually said that to you. That's just a voice in your head.
Turn off the fucking lights. I'm working.
What are you doing here? Yeah, that whole essential services thing is crazy because I literally drove past a donut shop the other day and it was open and I was like, essential? Like, is this
if you're fat, that's one of the food groups, dude. That's on the bottom of the pyramid if you're fat.
I guess. I mean, DoorDash will deliver Psycho Donuts.
Honestly, at the end of this whole fucking quarantine, I'm gonna be fat as fuck. For sure. I'm eating fucking ice cream, fucking cereal, candy. I'm eating fucking everything, dude. I can't stop. I have nothing to do. I just eat, drink, fucking shit. It's unreal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out of this thing looking like you, dude. Seriously, I'm gonna be fat as fuck.
Come on. Oh, you have to go there. I see. All right. For me, this is crazy. For me, I like wake up in the morning and I'm like, well, I wonder what's in the back of my cupboard today. And it's like, well, it looks like I'm eating that.
It's fucking 1800 tequila. Sweet.
Pretty much like liquid diet. Yes. That's what I'm going for.
All right. Well,
Dude, that's a great idea. We should totally do that.
do what?
The whole cats idea.
Oh yeah,
Cats idea.
cats. We gotta figure out a way. If we could figure out how to do the like live YouTube from 2 different locations, I don't know how it works, but
Yeah.
we could figure it out. And yeah, maybe one of these weekends we'll do like a random. Or if worst comes to worst, me and you watch it here on Skype, just record ourselves, and we'll release it as like a audio commentary, so people can rent it on their own, and then like press play on us at the same time. We'll talk through it or some shit.
Yeah, that might work. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the logistics. I mean, we could definitely, I've seen definitely dual videos on Instagram. So it's possible that we
Instagram Live.
do it like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's
at
possible.
the same time, that goes for an hour exactly, and then they cut you off.
Oh, well, that's not going to work.
No, but what happens is I've seen a lot of people, they're like, hey, we're coming up on an hour. We're going to stop and then start up one more time. Right.
Okay.
And that's usually what happens, because usually when they end the live recording and then start up, then it starts the timer one more time.
Okay.
1 hour. But I mean, that's always possible too.
I think there's a way to like do a live stream that's going through YouTube, but you use like Skype or something. You use like a call-in thing and broadcast that into the YouTube. I don't know, I don't know computers, dude. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
We'll look into it, guys.
Well, Cats doesn't come out. You can't even rent it for like another 2 weeks anyways. And I'm for sure not fucking buying the fucking thing.
You're not buying Cats?
I can't, dude.
You're not buying Cats?
The only thing I've heard about Cats is, one, I know it's terrible, and then I heard a rumor that they made a version where they had CGI buttholes on all the cats, and they had to delete them to release in theaters. So now there's a whole big movement called Release the Butthole Cut, because they want to see the cat butthole cut, where when like fucking Judi Dench reaches up to grab a fucking jar of milk, you see her cat butthole. Okay.
I have not heard about that. But where's the petition that I can sign?
Just search for Release the Butthole Cut.
Releases the buttholes. Man, there was a whole Bob's Burgers episode about that girl drawing like anuses of different animals. Oh man, it was so funny. Just made me think of that. But man, if there's a will, there's a way. I think we can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure something
out. Maybe there's a way I could find it and then send it to you.
Well, that's not the problem is figuring out how we can broadcast at the same time from different fucking houses.
Oh, yes.
So we'll look into that in the next few days, and we'll let everyone know.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, this has been quarantine week 2, and we have like I don't know 9 more to go.
Exactly. Will Josh be Fat Thor?
Oh, for sure, dude.
or will Mike be Ripped Thor?
I'm not even trying to stop it either. It's like I could do push-ups right here, or I could have fucking cookie dough ice cream. So you know which one I'm gonna fucking do. I don't give a fuck.
The other day that was like, I know that my friends love me because they didn't send me like the fucking challenge yourself to 10.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah.
And I was like, yep, that's so true. Actually, so true. I think I was eating a corn dog at the time. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh no, Jeffrey, right. I was not eating a corn dog. Let it go. All right.
Well, this has been week 2. We'll check back in next week sometime. Hopefully we'll figure out some time to watch Cats, and by then there'll be a bunch of other problems to talk about.
Yeah. And respond to the video, of course. We love your guys' comments. And if you have any questions throughout the week about how Josh and I are doing, besides going crazy, hit us up on our Instagram, because honestly, all that stuff keeps us very entertained and active during these times.
Yeah, please, someone care about me. Please.
Exactly. And what do you think happened to Carole's husband?
Oh, he ate by a tiger. Comment below if you disagree, but for sure he got ate by a tiger. So, all right, everybody.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next week if we're still alive.
Well, we'll be drinking, that's for sure.
I might be dead. Bye, everybody.